You're from the House of Gauntlet. That must mean that you're one of the more traditional warriors. You focus on overwhelming your opponent with brutal strength and never giving them any quarrel. You aren't afraid to get your hands dirty either, and you know plenty of brutal ways to strike down your opponent quickly, efficiently, swiftly, and some flair didn't hurt here and there. The point is, when you're done with your opponent, they won't be getting up anytime soon, because you're a warrior of Gauntlet, and Gauntlets never let their opponent get a second chance.
Victory!
So you're one of the warriors from the House of Rose. That means you've taken your powers and learned to refine them into something dangerous. Even though you can use your weapon to defeat your opponent the traditional way, you also have access to a huge plethora of magical and otherworldly abilities that you can use to get the advantage, such as shape-shifting, summoning, elemental attacks, the works. Warriors of Rose have an aura of mystery about them, as you never quite know what their limits are. And you're not one to accept limits. Where some people are satisfied with the powers available to them, you find new ways to refine them and turn them to something even greater. So you're a warrior from the House of Vision. That means you've got a keen mind, and you're either a tactician or a trickster. You observe your opponent's fighting style and find the best way to turn it against them, methodically and carefully breaking down the way they fight in order to get the edge over them. You constantly think outside the box and try finding numerous different creative ways to bring down your opponent, usually ones that most people wouldn't think of. In other words, you're the living embodiment of the old saying, mind over muscle. So you're a warrior of Stronghold. Interesting. That must mean you have a strong sense of selflessness and honor. You're willing to put yourself in harm's way to protect your teammates and assist them fairly. You believe a victory achieved through foul play is no victory at all, and have a very strong sense of honor and fair play, even if that can be a little damning sometimes. But despite this, your enemies underestimate you at their own peril, because a warrior of Stronghold is always the last to fall.